horizon that we're seeing is not physical. It's
No,
refraction.
nothing. Nothing. You right. Hold your hand out in front of you. Is that your physical hand you're seeing?
Correct.
No, it's not. Hold your hand out in front of you. Is that your physical hand you're seeing?
Correct.
No, it's not. Hold your hand out in front of you. Is that your physical hand you're seeing?
Correct.
No, it's not.
Hey, how's it going out there, guys? Welcome to the show. As usual, if you'd like to support this channel, there are PayPal and Patreon links in the info box below. The show kind of come up on me quick this time. I looked down and it said 1 o'clock. I said, oh man, I'm late. So I saved it. Nothing was happening all morning, right? Right up until like 10 minutes before the show, and then, 25 things popped up. So, you know how that goes. So we're with you. Got a great show lined up for you today. See who we got on the panel out there. I did talk to Betty very quickly before we went live. So the beautiful Betty Van Velsen, how are you doing today, ma'am?
I'm doing great.
There she is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's beautiful weather outside. I should be outside, basically, more than inside, but behind the computer, as it is.
Yeah, it's pretty nice out here today. Since we're getting into the weather, we had like a heat wave. You know the song, right? It was more or less about that too. It was up 100 degrees, over 100 degrees for like days in a row. It was killer. You couldn't do anything outside. It just don't go outside. Just stay in with the air conditioner on. We went over that as a hypothesis some time ago, but I digress.
Well,
Yeah.
if heat and air conditioning.
Yeah, exactly. And the flip side of that coin. But anyway, on Saturday night into Sunday, a cold front came through and just took all that heat away, and it was like, oh, yeah. So I haven't had my air conditioner on since Saturday night about 2 o'clock in the morning. That was the last time. But right now, see, it's coming back, though. See, we had a respite for 2 days, and then it's going to come back. I don't think it's going to be as strong, but it's going to get close enough. So I'm about an hour away from clicking that air conditioning on.
So in the 2 hours in the night, you are turning off your air conditioning? It's like you're awake and like, oh, it's now not too hot anymore. I'm like clicking it off.
No, it goes off by itself.
How do you know that it was 2 o'clock?
It's got a thermostat because that's when the cold front came through.
And you watched that?
I didn't need to watch it. I knew they said what time it came through. I watched. They had the little. You seen the graphics I pull up from the local weather?
Yeah, but how would you know for sure?
Because there was really strong winds and a badass storm. That's how I knew for sure.
Oh, but you were awake then at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, it woke me up.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Adam Meakin.
Good afternoon, good evening.
And good night.
Hi, Betty.
Hi, Adam. You sound like the guy from Jim Carrey in that movie. Remember under that dome thing?
Truman Show.
The
Yeah,
Truman,
the Truman Show.
Truman
Yeah.
Show.
Good evening. He said something like good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Something like that. It was something that he said when he came outside.
Hmm.
Yeah. Sort of stuck with me.
It appears so. It continues to stick.
Yeah, also that Truman Show, which was really interesting too, right? Under a dome.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Not being able to reach the edges.
Huh.
Scaring people off.
Yeah, are you saying that has parallels to our current situation?
I think so, yes. Luckily, the dome is a little bit bigger than on Truman Show.
Don't
But
say
it's still being watched.
don't say dome around Nathan. He'll have an aneurysm.
He'll just have to get used to it.
Yeah, it's a pedantic thing because we say dome. What we're exactly saying is there's a container. There has to be a container for gas pressure. We're going to talk a little bit about gas pressure indirectly. There's some there's a little takes on that with our little presentation. You know, my substance for today.
So why would you ascribe a shape then, if all you mean is containment?
Who you asking?
Anyone that uses the word dome.
Oh, that'd be Betty.
You're right.
Oh, you have said domed too, Mr.
No way!
Oh yes, you always described yourself as a young creationist, flat earth domed Christian, whatever.
Well, that
Something
was
like that.
easy. That was easy to compromise me.
You know that you said that once.
I said that was very easy to compromise me.
Yeah, so?
Yeah. So, you want me to answer, Adam?
No, I don't. I want you to admit to it.
Oh, I
Fully.
did. Okay, Betty. I just said that was easy to compromise.
I just don't want you to use these difficult words and just say, yeah, you're correct, Betty. I used to describe myself like that.
Okay, don't rumpus me again. Now,
Woof.
I said that's right. It's a big wolf too. This is one big ass tree. Now, when I said you compromise me, that implicitly gives the meaning that, or gives the idea that, yes, I have said that. You are correct.
Good.
I've said it.
Wasn't quite sure with the whole text.
I've said it quite a few hundred times. It may be even in 1,000.
Yeah.
So
Not lately.
all right. So I'm guilty as charged. Adam, re-ask your question.
Why would you ascribe a shape when all you mean is containment?
Get stuffed.
Stuff? Did you say that?
I said get stuffed. What do you think I said?
Oh, I didn't have to get stuffed, but I am stuffed. I don't know. So.
Yeah. Adam, you're right.
If you look at me and Owen brought this. I don't know if it was on Nathan's show or just in a post show. Like hunting through old pictures. The oldest pictures from the. Like if you look at Neil's logo, what I did for him is that lovely picture with a dome and shoal and the pillars and stuff. If you look at one of the oldest kind of, I think, medievally period pictures, it's actually depicted as a square box with a kind of vaulted roof, arched, semi-domed roof, but it's actually pictured square. Obviously, they want to create it with the four corners. So they're using the scripture in terms of the description in there. They create it square, and then there's a kind of an arch vault over the top of.
Was it a picture or was it a drawing?
Picture.
Oh, a picture, a photograph. Was it a picture of a drawing?
It was a drawing then. I understand the differentiation. I was kind of thinking drawing as in just it was drawn as a picture.
The differentiate the luminous just the ether.
My chin's not lubricated yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try and find it. I'll try and stick it in there.
You're gonna stick it in, but where are you gonna stick it?
Let me find it before I say where I'm going to stick it.
Yeah. Well, you might need some tweezers and a really strong microscope.
No.
Shout out to
good
Sleep.
sense of touch.
Shout out to Sleeping Warrior because he said shout out to him. You didn't get back with me on our little issue either. Sleeping, you were sleeping on that issue. You know which one I'm talking about. It's reciprocity. It's peripheral zenith angles. Yeah, when you put your hand up in front of you, is that your hand? No, it's not.
How can someone say that, by the way?
Say that again.
How can someone say that?
I don't know. You're gonna have to ask Craig. It's right up there. I'm gonna have to put that up there. It's gonna be top 5, but it's hard to get in the top 5 of the dumbest things I ever heard. It's really hard because I've been out here for a long time and I've heard some stupid shit. What's on top for me is ink molecules are alive. Nothing, even Lieu as a hypothesis it couldn't kick it out of the number 1 position. Now, what Craig just said, I don't know, that's a contender. What do you think? What do you guys think?
It's
Is this a...
you always say let them speak, don't you? Right. It's a kind of a natural consequence of them letting them speak, leading it to it. So if everything's refracted, then yes, technically, my hand that is in front of my face isn't where I think it is. It's just a consequence of their claims, isn't it? It's hard for them to deny it. It is.
That's not my question, Adam. My question is it enough to unseat the current undisputed?
Oh, you mean, is it retarded enough?
Yes.
I'm probably going to go with no.
No?
Not fully retarded enough to claim a title, no.
So it's not, hold on, Betty. It's not enough to, I'm going to give you the 2 principles. Let's get ready to rumble. Number 1, coming out of the doofus corner, ink molecules are alive. Versus the dumbass bullshittery of the millennium. When you look at your hand in front of your face, it's not really your hand.
You say ink molecules.
That's what I said.
I-N-K.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you see, that reigns supreme, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Look, if you're deeply embedded into the cult of heliocentrism, yeah, then the latter one, like I said, is a natural consequence of your deep held beliefs. It might be in opposition to reality, and you are being able to pick things up, but it's still a natural consequence of your deep held beliefs. I don't know. Do the Mormons believe that ink molecules are alive?
I don't
know we have anything that has a deep seated like religious belief, like the ball or anything, where you would turn ink molecules. No, that's
now we got people. We got Sleeping Warrior. He seems charged a little bit today. Squid ink. That's a thing. Yeah, the squid is alive, not the ink. So I'm going to tell you how this all came about.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know how we got on this, but it's pretty fun. This is how it came about. I was in, it was many moons ago. had to be 12, 13 years ago, somewhere around there. And you know my usual routine about DNA and information and proof of a creator.
Yep.
And, yeah, so you know how this came about, because I usually, for the most part, use the statement that I compared DNA with ink molecules in the book, so that ink, paper, and glue molecules author technical instruction manuals and blueprints. So the ink, paper, and glue molecules are the DNA. So you see how this came about. I put that statement out, show that ink, paper, and glue molecules can author technical instruction manuals and blueprints. And the retort was, he knew his ass was cooked, and then he said, "Well, ink molecules are alive." So there you go. That's the story.
That's a fallacy. That's called an appeal to retardia fallacy, isn't it?
That's not appealing, that's being it. Unbelievable.
It's akin to just running off deck, isn't it, of a ship and just asking somebody to save you. That is an admission of defeat if you go there. And that is number one, John. That's miles better.
So you're thinking it stays?
For now,
Yeah.
And I kind of like the planes flying backwards too.
The planes
Yeah.
flying backwards. Now we can go through a lot of these and try to. Do you think the ink, paper, and glue molecules that's untouchable?
Well, we have the issue of weight. Does the ink wear weight on, and then it's all in the weight, right, of the ink?
What?
I remember.
Who was it? Chocolate got with hurricanes are actually going straight. It's just
No,
they look
no,
like it.
that's not the best one. The other one, the other one is a contender also, where the doctor said that babies, because the Earth spins and we have gravity,
No.
that right, that the babies they can't
Yeah.
speak and are dizzy and they can't walk because the Earth's spinning for 14 months.
Because the womb is an anti-gravity environment. When they come out of the anti-gravity environment of the womb, the vestibular system takes up to 18 months to adjust to the Earth's rotation. That's why they puke a lot and struggle to walk.
Let me
Or
get the exact. I want to get the exact.
Are you
Surely wasn't far
describing
off.
that, Adam?
That's a combination of two, because there's the two. There's the vestibular system bit, but also he backs it up by saying, well, yeah, because the womb's an anti-gravity environment.
I gotta find this. Give me a second. Oh, there it is, right on the next picture.
Why would he say that? Because it's all like
Okay, here it is. The
All the
exact word. Let's deal with the exact words. So this is from Dr. John Wallace. Again, this is another contender. Let's get ready to rumble. We got 3 contenders here. So the first one was ink molecules are alive. Number 2, when you put your hand up in front of your face, that's not really your hand. And number 3, from Dr. John Wallace, babies also cannot walk for 12 to 18 months due to adjusting to the spin of the Earth. That's why we throw up and can't talk until about 14 months.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think that doctors, if they call themselves doctors, they need to be on top of the list making these.
You think that one overtakes ink molecules are alive? Yes, he is an actual doctor, by the way.
I'd like to mitigate. Again, you see, he's got the fact that in his world, his heliocentric world, the Earth's rotating. So actually, maybe it does take baby's chance for the vestibular system to adjust to this thing. So there's some underlying retardia that has some level of validity within their worldview, the heliocentric world. But again, there's nothing. There is nothing, is there? Throw out that squid ink. I can't even say it. Ink's alive. Yeah, that's just. There's nothing to back it up other than just straightforward possible committal. You know,
Possible committal.
So if I spill a little ink, it forms into words and an old document.
It might just run off. It's alive.
Even if it did, is it alive?
Oh, yeah. Well,
If
I
it
had
consciously made the decision to get up and run off,
I've seen a movie.
is it alive?
I've seen a movie that's what's called The Blob, I think. Was that alive?
That's
Wow.
Craig. That's Craig also.
I remember Robert Bassano sort of wanting to know if that information had weight. So if you put ink on paper, does it have weight?
Yeah.
So then there must be some information in there.
According to Robert Bassano, what was the example I used to make Kim go supernova?
What was it again?
Information has weight.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on, Adam.
Yeah. It was about floppy disk. I think he wanted to go and weigh some
What did I
information on.
Well,
chat?
that's-
Hold on, Adam. When he said that statement, when Bassano said that statement, that information does have physicality and it has weight, something to that effect, I said, okay, let's do a little test. I said, you got 2 floppy disks. I said, you take one floppy disk and you put as much information on that as possible that you can get in there. Cram it all in there. And then you have another one that's empty. And then I want you to weigh the one that has all that software against the one that has nothing and tell me the difference.
Yeah, I still have to get back from him. Get back.
I was a bit more antiquated. I was just going to say, if I write it on a piece of paper, Adam is cool, right? And then I chisel into a piece of rock, Adam is cool. And I weigh the two things.
Which have more weight?
But it's the same information. The one weighs more.
Yeah. See, you went a little different avenue. It's sort of twisted. I like it, but it's really non sequitur.
Well, it's sort of kind of cool that he says that, because I think that if you chisel something out of a rock, it makes less information. Right?
Makes less weight.
You make the information lighter. I like it.
You're twisted individual, Adam. I'll tell you that much, sir.
Well, if you're going to deal in nonsense, you should expect nonsense.
That's true. So we all have a little bit of retardation in us, you think, Adam, maybe?
Speak for yourself.
You too, John. You also are full of it.
Don't you put me in this basket. You have no warrant to do so.
Yeah. Let me ask you about shit.
There she goes.
Remember the joke that a little girl sitting next to a man on the plane, and the man asked, "Well, so shall we have a conversation about God?" And she said, "Oh yeah, well, okay, but I want you first to answer a question." And she says, "Why do different animals that eat the same stuff shit differently? Right? Some have palates, some have like." Well, she made the sort of descriptions, and then he said, "I don't know." And then she said, "Well, how can we talk about God if you don't know your shit?" That's really so good.
Yeah,
It's like listening to your mum swear. It just upsets me.
I know, Betty. You're like holier than thou. You're a woman. You don't swear. We can do it.
S-bomb central. Nothing, and then just S-bomb central.
S-bomb and F-bombs. She has a history with F-bombs.
Well, how would I have called it then?
Dookie?
Nobody calls it dookie. You don't know your dookies. What the hell is that?
Yeah, that's pretty weak. How about crap?
Well, the thing is, yeah, so you crap? Take a crap?
Yeah,
I think that's even more.
All right. Fair enough. Jeez, oh man, what you think?
Shit, right? It's the real shit, not the.
There she goes again, Adam.
Theoretical shit.
It's gratuitous. It's not even. You're just overusing it now. It's lost its effect.
It's lost its effect.
Family show.
This is a family show.
Adam, why don't you laugh at my jokes? For crying out loud, I'm making fun of you.
I like the joke.
And I also delivered it in a correct way, I think, because usually women deliver jokes really awful, right? You usually start at the end of the joke, and then it's like really nasty.
Damn, you
So
just
I thought I delivered that one well, and then I get this.
yeah, you stereotype all women. So all the females listening to the show, which are ample, you just stereotyped it.
Yeah, well, I can easily say that most women, and then I won't like stereotype them, but most women will start with jokes they don't remember correct, and then because they know the punchline a little, right? They start at the punchline and then explain the joke to the person and expect them to laugh, and that doesn't usually work.
You can speak to most women then. Most women have anti-gravity wombs.
Yeah, most women. See that's how she gets. Stop rumpusing me.
Come on, why would a womb be not prone to gravity?
Oh
I mean,
boy.
it goes downwards, right? So why do you guys say it's an anti-gravity chamber? It's not true.
Not my claim. That's somebody who's a medical doctorate made that claim.
Yeah, you silly you for repeating it.
First of all, you're trying to get around the stereotype fallacy by weaseling your way using most. Now, everyone knows what you meant.
Shut up.
Yeah. Now, we have a couple super chats. I
Yeah.
read them. I know the first one you can't read it, but you can read the second one.
Okay, yeah. Fiberoad says it's the ether in the ink molecules that makes it alive.
Ah, touche. I'm busted.
Now we have proven it.
Wouldn't the ether be the medium to allow the reflection of the light to propagate to your eye?
What? Don't make it so difficult, Adam.
It's a wave. It needs a medium to propagate it.
What's a wave?
Water.
In
Oh,
the realm of ether, light is a wave.
Oh,
Right.
here we go with light.
Right.
You're a flat earther, and I don't discuss light with flat earthers.
You know. Even when I've got my tongue firmly in my cheek. Like that.
Fight it. Put your teeth down, Adam. Hard. Yep. So, where are we at now? I mean, so the ink molecules are still on top of foolishness, I suppose?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to give it a think. That Dr. John, both are viable contenders. Let's put it to you. Maybe I'll just leave it at that.
I saw a comment from YouTube, and he said the shoe must go on. So I think that is something that we should do.
Ah, that's what he wanted. He wanted us to move on from that.
It's earlier on that he said it, but I liked it. Like he said, the shoe must go on. Referring to Brenda, like the shoe is an hypothesis.
Oh, I was wondering what was he referring to?
Yeah, you might, but not other people might have wondered about that.
Right. And I'm glad that you explained it. Now everyone knows.
Maybe you should bring that back up. Remember that you did those gaffes, those flat Earth gaffes or something, or were it Glober gaffes?
The top 60 stupidest things that Globers ever uttered.
Yeah.
I think I got. Hold on. Relax. Top 60 dumbest things ever uttered by spinning space monkeys, to be precise. I did do that. I'm looking at it right now. I never never expanded on that. We just had a couple shows. I think the first one was top 50, and then I did a top 60, and then it just kind of fizzled because everything that comes out of their incoherent blowholes is the dumbest things ever uttered by spinning space monkeys. It's kind of redundant.
Well, some people have not known them or seen them.
So you want to go through them before we go to the presentation?
You want to go over them now?
Yeah, we could. I could pop them up.
Oh, why not?
All right.
We might have a laugh.
All right, so we'll go with we'll do them in 10 iteration. I mean 10 statements at a time. Then we'll go ahead, Adam.
What are the rules for like levels of absurdity?
There are no rules. We're just gonna read 10 and then maybe discuss a little bit, not too long, and then read another 10. You follow the pattern, okay?
I'm not going to interrupt now anyway, because my mum's wrong, and if my mum's wrong, I've got to ring her back. So I might be quiet for a bit. She'll be right.
Praise the Lord.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm only kidding.
A little harsh, but maybe not unwarranted.
A little harsh.
Right, see you sec.
All right. Should we wait till Adam gets back?
Yeah, because we need some people to comment too, right?
I'll be ages. I've got to ring my mum. I'm ringing my mum now.
Yeah, we'll wait for you. So
We'll have some silence on the show till you come back.
yeah, we're not gonna say anything.
Yeah, just for John's loud mouthing with the banana eating. Oh, what's that word for?
What the
Or
hell are
loudly?
you? What the hell are you going on
You
about?
had a word for eating loudly.
Lip smacking.
No, there was another one. Some interesting word. It was too beautiful a word for that sort of.
Gestation.
No, that's like silent, right? Hopefully.
Masticating.
Yeah, that word.
Yeah, I knew I'd get it.
I mean, that's a strange word. We have a word for that, and we call it smakken. It's almost the sound that it makes when people are eating with their mouth open, for example.
It's a good word. Smucking. You
Yeah.
smucking rooster booster.
Well, those can't do that whole thing because they have beaks.
They got beaks.
Beaks and beaks.
Beaks and beaks. Where's that from?
From that guy, remember that we had some silly guy on Discord, and he changed his name to Beaks and Beaks because you had a thing about birds. Something. Was it Gem Panda with his birds? Something in the nest.
Beaks and beaks and beaks. Remember, we laughed for days at that.
Yeah, true. Because he changed his name every time that we had sort of a thing coming up, and then he changed his names in the topic at hand. It's kind of fun. Yeah,
all right.
It was really fun.
Was that?
That was really quick.
That was quick. You ready?
That's because it wasn't my mum. I did warn you. You know mums. There was no way that was. Yeah, that I was getting a conversation with mum that quick. It was my dad.
Oh, okay. No, that's faster, I think.
A lot quicker. To the point, succinct. Thank you for the sweets. Love you, son. See you later. Perfect.
Beautiful message.
Well, thanks for sharing. Now, can we move on?
By all means, let's go rip some boltards a new one. Come on.
No, this is sort of just right off the cuff. This wasn't planned, although this is more of that substance that I was talking about earlier. No comment from Betty. Good. Top 60 dumbest.
Sorry.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Sorry, I was just in time to rubbish you.
Thank you. The top 60 dumbest queries ever uttered by Globetrotting Spinning Space Monkeys. This, like I said, we're going to go 10 at a time. Spend a little bit of time on the 10, set of 10, and then move on to the next 10. And when I mean a little bit of time, that's exactly what I mean. So the rumpus, air is not the atmosphere. These are in no particular order, by the way. Number 2, from Sly Sparkane, my physics experiment was double blind. Number 3, George, not going to work here anymore. A closed thermos is an open system. Number 4.
Wait. Are these? Because number 2. I'm sorry.
That's too beautiful. Go on, Adam.
Are these in order, or?
What did I just get done
Maybe
saying?
I just want to say, maybe people should just say, get their favourite number as you go through them. And I'll stop interrupting and laughing. I'll just write the numbers down. Maybe in chat we could see some numbers. That would be.
So the order has nothing to do with, it's irrelevant. It's arbitrary. I just put numbers to them. It has no significance whatsoever. But Adam, you see, my wife also has a degree in an actual science discipline, and number 2 sent her off the reservation, just like Adam stopped it.
It took me time to butt in because I was genuinely just laughing first. it gets me every time. It's not the first time I've heard it. It's just common.
You should have seen the look on her face when I first said it to her. It was, I wish I took a picture. But
Yeah.
You see what happened? We did a show on Charles Flat Earth Math, who pirated it. See, Sly was the first one to make the statement, and Flat Earth Math was watching that presentation, so he just adopted it, and then went on with Slick James Johnson, and was telling Slick James Johnson about his double-blind physics experiment. It was like. Go ahead.
Flat Earth maths have some compounds like interacting with a compound they didn't know who it was going to be.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you go on the channel and you type in Flat Earth Math, then you'll see that presentation. But I digress. So, number 3, we already did number 3 from George Space Git Idiot. So, number 4, Mr. Sensible. At best, what you have done, you would have disproved the radius of the Earth. Number 5, everyone's favorite, Brenda. What's the phenomena? Shoe. What's the hypothesis? It's a shoe. Number 6 from Zanuck. Straight is straight and level is curved. Number 7, Timmy Clown. Logical fallacy is better than nothing. Number 8. Sorry, I forgot. I need to pause for a second for a little burst of laughter.
Yeah.
Number 8, Danny T. So the plane is flying backwards? Yes. Number 9 from Gem Panda. This was from way back in the day. My presupposition, the laws of logic stand. There's a subtlety right there. You might say, what the heck are you talking about, QE?
That's profound, that is.
Isn't it? And to round out the number 10 from Steve McClown of the Clan McClowns. I didn't even get to the statement.
I like that of the clown. Oh, I see him inside in a skirt with the blocks of with the colors and stuff.
That's one of those. It's not untrue, is it? I love it.
Yeah. I got a visual. Steve, you dumbass cracker boy. From Steve. From Steve. The speed of sound in a vacuum is constant.
Yeah, constant silence, I suppose. I remember
no numbers in chat.
Yeah.
I think my favourite is 5B.
5B?
Because it's not A. It's not the first part that's the hilarious bit. Like, what's a phenomenon? A shoe. You can just throw that out. But then to go, part B, what's the hypothesis? It's a shoe. That's brilliant.
You can't have B.
And, by the way.
You can't have B without A. It's a continuity error.
But B's my favourite bit.
All right.
Especially the way you say it as well. It's
Uh,
a shoe.
So, how many of these people do we see still? I mean, we don't. Well, Rumpus is sometimes around, but he's not allowed to speak, I think, in Nathan's show anymore, I think.
Yeah, because he's a liar.
And Slice Parkane, he disappeared on us somehow, I think.
Yeah, I don't know where he is. I haven't heard him in a long time.
No. And George Natiuk, I mean, where is he?
Don't know.
I think that he was like, well, sort of driven out of Discord as well. I don't think that he's there anymore. Mr. Sensible, I think that he's still around, right? On Discord somewhere?
I don't know. I don't pay any attention to these guys anymore.
Where's Zanik at? I mean, I know that he's on my Discord, but I haven't seen him for a while.
Yeah, Zanik popped into your Discord the other day, in fact.
Oh, okay. And Timmy Clown?
Timmy Clown, everyone, it's just sporadic, like random bullshitter. He's a random knuckle dragger.
He really is a clown, huh?
Oh, yeah.
He's the surprise of the circus.
All right, we want to go to the next 10?
Yeah.
All right, speaking of Zanik again. Planes can fly motionless if they fly at 1,000 miles per hour eastward at the equator.
It's almost the same as the T one. Huh?
Brenda, this is from back in the day, too. This is 2016. DNA is made of amino acids. Somebody lost. Okay. The Rumpus, number 13. You don't have to be conscious to make an observation.
Yeah. So he's dreaming stuff up, huh?
Yeah. Soundly, number 14. Gravity attracts gravity. That's what happens. That's the behavior of our reality.
Well,
Number 15. Philip Weinberg, PhD physics. I haven't seen Philip in a coon's age, man. Where's he been sliming around at? Second.
University?
Yeah, yeah. What, Mr. Magoo? Mr. Magoo, you listen to this. We're talking about the physical sciences. The physical sciences don't care about the natural world.
They don't care. There's so many things wrong with that sentence.
But again, you see, technically correct, isn't it?
Technically correct.
It is. How can a methodology care about anything? Even the thing it's studying.
Oh, Adam, geez, oh man, we're not going that deep into it. Not. Are you kidding me? We all know what he meant.
What did he mean?
Master of apologetics. That's all. I'm just saying. You've got to rank these things somehow. So when I look at that one, I can allow. Maybe he's being ironic. Maybe he is just retarded. I don't know, but there's a level of gap there that means that it's a shoe. Whoa, he's way ranked higher.
So what you're saying is this is a reification fallacy, and then that's it. But it's much, much more than that.
Fundamentally, it's a complete lack of understanding of what science is.
Exactly. Thank you. Thanks, Adam. So that's what I was going for in the beginning. We finally got there. So Craig, Fight the Fat Girth, and he was the star of the show earlier. Number 16, a hypothesis is an explanation. 12 seconds later, a hypothesis isn't an explanation.
Oh, yeah.
Brenda, number 17 again. I can measure the amount of time in a table.
Yeah?
Yep.
What was it?
I don't recall.
Like
15
minutes.
15 kilograms. Conspiracy cats, number 18. The second law of thermodynamics is about the movement of energy, not the movement of matter. Now, you would have to have some acumen with the laws of thermodynamics to understand that. So that's a little. It's really strong if you do know it. The laws of thermodynamics. If you don't know it, then it doesn't have quite the punch.
Yeah, I think the same with the brand number 12 thing. I mean, people have to know that too.
Yes. Number 19, the rumpus makes an appearance again. You don't need to have a cause to establish a cause and effect relationship.
That's the double think, double speak thing going on, huh?
From Mick West, number 20, what's the question to him, what's the independent variable in your experiment? Mick's response, I don't know. What would you give me an example of an independent variable?
Yeah, he makes it up how he goes along, huh?
Well, what he's stating here basically is he doesn't know what a hypothesis or an experiment is implicitly.
Yeah, and if you give me an example, then I can make some up.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, final thoughts on these? This group of 10?
Yeah, like Adam said, there needs to be some sort of gradient in there.
There needs to be a gradient.
Some leveling, some hyperboles.
All right, can we move on?
You said 12 and 18. See, they actually require a level of understanding, and there's a permissibility of getting it wrong because you didn't really understand.
No. That's just the people looking at the statements, not the people that made the statements.
No, but what I mean is that they're at least read to a basic level. Whereas if you look at the Mick West one, that's like the method of science, mate.
Yeah.
So there's it's more of an error, or it's more ridiculous that you're stating things that don't fit with that on something that basic, as opposed to it's still stupid, like 18. And 12, but there's a level of okay.
Yeah, we
Do you know what I
already
mean?
established.
You're in a higher field to be picked up on that point.
We already established that. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm not sorry. I just received my tea, and that's why I went quiet for a minute.
Oh, okay. So we should be expecting you to be redundant after each tea service? No, it's Adam.
Look, just be great. Another quiet moment from me. You normally appreciate that.
Let me tell you. Let me just say this: that Adam is he can take just about anything. The reason why I do this to Adam is because I know that he can take it, and it just brushes off him. He just takes it in stride. Most people I can't do that with, but Adam is one of those people that I can do that with, and he just slides off him.
It's called bants. It's called bants, mate.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
What makes do?
Go ahead, Betty. I'm sure you want to add something.
I said as far
What's
as
up, guys?
Thanks, Betty.
Oh my God.
Anytime.
Anytime.
We have the master rumpus in here. It's chocolate saying, yay.
Hey.
Hey.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Good. Thanks for coming,
Well-
Chocolate. Been a while.
Nice. Well, he might be reminded of one of these people saying this, right?
Well, yeah, I got that one with the doctor from Chocolate.
Which one?
The one that kids don't talk or shit themselves for 14 months because of the earth spinning.
Now you say the word shit as well.
Yeah, I know. Okay, let's move on. We're gonna get to it because it's coming up in this group of 10. So, we ready?
Yep.
So, from Charles Flat Earth Math, here is the parrot that he got off of Sly. It was like a day or 2 days after Sly made the initial train wreck. Then Charles got on board. Number 21. Now, if you get in deeper, there's this, real deep. There's this thing called a double blind or a blind experiment where the chemist doesn't even know what substances he's mixing together. There you go, Adam.
I didn't know it had a secondary entry. Sorry. Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it? It's just like Who doesn't know what? The whole thing, if you try and understand it from anybody that claims they've got any credibility, surely, at what point did the alarm bells not go off?
Well, they're blind.
They're double blinded.
They're also double deaf.
All right, let's move on from that one. Okay.
That's nice. I mean, the double blind is that they don't know which substance they mix, but they do also do it blindfolded, I think.
I think
Is that also?
I think we put a blindfold. Did we put a blindfold on him on the thumbnail?
I don't know. I don't remember. I remember the thumbnail where he sort of the whole place where he worked at was on fire.
On fire, yeah.
Suppose if you've got a blindfold on when you're mixing them, yeah, it negates this problem of Craig's refraction because you wouldn't miss it.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see it. It's not there. So, next, number 22, Bob, the pseudoscience fallacy guy, makes his first appearance. So, basically, that's all I have to say about it. It's, my gravity is the fact that my phone flips.
What?
Hey, I'm just reporting the statements, ma'am.
Unbelievably bad.
Number 23, Gem Panda, straw man. The Earth isn't spinning that fast. It's only one revolution every 24 hours.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Number 24, Miles Davis. Your argument can be dishonest without having the intention to deceive.
Yeah, sure.
Of course, the definition of dishonesty is the intent to deceive. The Rumpus makes another appearance, number 25. The second law of thermodynamics doesn't apply to the Earth. We all know that one. It gets repeated constantly. Number 26, Negator makes his first appearance.
Negator.
Yeah, Negator, Negator, who gives a crap? Why don't balloons disappear from the bottom up when moving up and away? Shout out.
Wow.
Yeah. Shout out to Chocolate. He provided Dr. John Wallace. We already went over this earlier, but we're going to do it again. Babies also cannot walk for 12 to 18 months due to adjusting to the spin of the Earth. That's why we throw up and can't talk until about 14 months.
Something long.
Christ.
Is that the one that spurred us into going through this, Lee?
Yes, that's I don't know how we got here, but yeah. I do know how we got here because we were putting contenders up against ink molecules are alive.
Is that in here too?
I didn't put that in there because that's from Evo Tard.
Yeah.
And that was before. That's not in here. So the
is that in contention? Ink molecules are alive.
Yeah, I put your.
What did I miss?
Yes, I put. There's two contenders right at the. Now that I'm going through this, there's many more contenders. For right now, there's only two contenders. It's Craig, with his. You could put your hand up in front of your face, and that's really not your hand. And Miss Dr. John Wallace here for 12 to 18 months. So, number 28, the Rumpus again. There's no such thing as natural laws. You just made that up. Number 29, Brenda, again. You can weigh the Earth using a toothpick.
Oh, no, she does not.
I love Brenda, don't you? You actually love Brenda. I mean, that's...
For her remarks and stuff, I mean, it's kind of cute.
Professor Phil.
How you do that?
Oh, God. Are you done?
No, that's just freaking hilarious. Where is your brain at? Where that leaves your mouth?
Yeah.
Professor Phil Bellin making his first appearance. Number 30. Water vapor is a gas. He's responding to the statement, water vapor is a gas with, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard.
Yeah. Also a professor.
Yes.
Mm,
Well, self-reported.
yeah.
Allegedly, using the
Sad.
parlance of our time.
As far as we know.
Yeah. All
Well.
right. So we're rocking and rolling. We're halfway through. From Michelle Thaler, NASA scientist communicator, we all know this one. There's no such thing as life, really. We're just very complicated rocks.
Well, some people are, to be honest.
That's my homegirl right there. with statements like that, that's my homegirl. Jeez.
Homegirl? That what? She from New York?
I hope not. I don't know where she's from.
Well, wait a second. There's a contradiction there.
She
Were
needs
you
to go
born?
back.
Well, hold on a second. Were you born in New York?
Yes, sir.
So when you said that's your homegirl, you're using it metaphorically, but technically that's correct because a homegirl would be. They would have to be to you from New York.
Oh boy. it's like called like slang. You ever heard slang? Like it's okay. Like Adam, that's my homeboy, but I'm not from freaking England and shit. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Then he's not your homie, technically speaking.
Adam, deal with that.
Yeah. My wife says.
How dare you?
My,
How very dare you, sir? Me and Chocolate are proper homies.
Yeah, my wife says the same thing, Chocolate. She goes, "It's quite frustrating talking with you."
Yeah.
Tell her I feel her pain.
You're not the only one.
She doesn't say it all the time, okay?
Because you won't have a life.
But I digress. Chaiki, number 32. You don't need gas pressure to have gas pressure gradients.
Yeah, it's not him alone that said it.
R.C. Meisty, Chocolate's going to remember this one. Which one do you want, magnetic west or true west?
Magnetic West, please.
May West.
It's not May West.
As a guy, you should need to say May West.
Didn't refer to any strumpets in that statement. Zanuck, back on the list. The effect of time is the cause of time. Think about that one for a second. 35, Brenda, again, thoughts are physical.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That would imply she's got superpowers.
Well, she thought she was a woman, and then she was a woman. So for her, it might be true.
Number 36, Hillbilly Blue Balls, the redneck retard, Blue Marble Science, a.k.a. the photosynthetic redneck, a.k.a. Mr. Gumby Football Field. Listen to me, that's how it overcomes gravity. It doesn't overcome gravity.
Huh?
I mean that checks out.
Unbelievable.
The Rumpus, back for a double header. 37, pendulums go around in a figure eight.
I remember that one. That's a good example. See, some of these fit in the category where Nathan or someone on the panel has really got them by short and curlies. And that's when these kind of things come out as a defence. Yeah? Because we were talking about Coriolis. So he's all ends up, isn't he?
Yeah.
In terms of reference frames.
Yeah.
So the rebuttal, again, it's like jumping, it's jumping off the ship and asking somebody to throw him a life raft, yeah? It's an admission of defeat when something this retarded comes out.
No, it's jumping off.
In the Rumpus's case, that's what you want.
No. It's jumping off the ship and then requesting vehemently that somebody throw you an anvil.
I'd have made sure he had that in his arms as he left. But it's a bit like asking for a white knight, isn't it? Because it is at the point where they throw these out. That has to be somebody like the Rumpus, really Rumpus. It's gone against everything he said up until that point about how a pendulum demonstrate this the Earth's rotating.
I think we do need to add one to the list. We need to add Kosho. Hurricanes 100% move in straight lines.
Yeah.
That was one that got us going as well.
Yeah, I'll consider it. I haven't added to these in over a year, so let's move on. We got the rumpus again. Measuring things is not maths. So everyone go type in measurements and see if it's mathematics. Number 30, if you have to do that, then you got bigger problems than whether the Earth's a sphere or not. Number 39, or Earth's flat or not. 39, you can't understand the elliptoid. Ha ha ha, soundly.
It needs more context, I think.
No, elliptoid is not a word.
What? Oh. Is that a bit Jack Nicholson, that moment? You know what I mean? You can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
Again, look, it looks unhinged. Look at it written down. It looks totally unhinged. Like watching Seinfeld without the comedy laughter.
From Jim Panda on the list again, Shamalama Gamma Panda Ding Dong. Number 40, there is no such thing as objective proof in our existence.
Oh boy.
Yeah. He must be lost in this world.
Lost is an understatement. Number 41 through 50. Bob, the pseudoscience fallacy guy, making another appearance. Because planes fly a path along the ground, they assume the rotational speed of the Earth at a point on that path as if they were sitting on the ground.
What? Read that again?
You would say that. I just took a bite of a banana.
Oh my goodness. How can you do that after one long sentence like that?
I got hungry after it. It was too long.
You need to wait till Adam speaks. You know that. It's a rule. Well, let me shout out the super chat because Nathan was there and I was only allowed to read the super chat when Nathan was here. It's from Godzilla37 and he says, Betty, don't read this super chat till Nathan gets here to show him how it's done.
Thanks for the super chat, man.
Enjoy your banana, because 41. That is exactly their claim. Okay, this is not retarded in their world. This is exactly their claim. Yeah, as they try to create a second reference frame based on the altitude and R difference. Yeah, that will create a second reference frame because assuming that, as it says here, look, because the planes fly a path along the ground, so at the point they leave, they're keeping that rotational speed of the Earth at that point. And if you go higher, you've got a bigger R value. The ground will drift. This is exactly their. This is their plane summed up, and it's good to see that it is in the dumbest things, because this is how dumb it is. Plane continues going that way 1,000 miles an hour. Yeah, but if you go up a little bit, the R value increases. So you're still going backwards at 1,000 miles an hour, whatever else. And that's the variance you experience in the differential globulus. It is that daft.
Yeah, it's daft. We're not going through each of these and identifying the technicalities, right?
No, I thought you wanted a banana. That's why
I snuffed half of it. I'm ready to continue.
There you go.
Soundly makes another appearance. Number 42. This is... Oh, God.
Come on. You just got you out of the situation of the banana thing.
And I thank you, Adam. I appreciate that. Number 42, soundly. This was from a long, long time ago. This is early 2016. Number 42, hypothesis. The Earth is a sphere. Null hypothesis. The Earth is flat. Number 43, conspiracy cats makes another appearance. Gas pressure and pressurized gas are two very different things. The rumpus at number 44, gases effectively have little springs on them, pulling them towards the Earth.
That's stupid, isn't it?
If you have to ask the question, is it stupid, then you got problems.
What does effectively mean?
Oh, that gases are jumping around.
Just the same as, doesn't it? It's effectively the same as having springs on them. He's got some real brilliant classic retard here, hasn't he, Rumpus?
Yeah, here comes another one, number 45. Do you think liquid gas has got the same mass as another form of something? Bob, the pseudoscience fallacy guy, number 46. Weight is not gravity. Weight is the acceleration of gravity. Here comes another oldie negator. That's like saying 0.0000000000000000000000003 millimeters is massively different than 1 millimeter. It's a minuscule difference.
I mean, that was a... Didn't you use that on Flat Earthers?
Of course he did.
On flat, no, that was a statement, a response he made to me in a chat thread.
Yeah, no, but you restructured it as a question, didn't you? Oh, a few years, I don't know, a while back. I remember you testing folks with that.
Yeah, I restructured it. Yes, because of this statement, then I just assumed that baltards are morons, and I wanted them to show me mathematically how they proved this statement. Yep, I still got it somewhere. Number 48, M. Scott Veach, the booger-eating schmuck. Amino acids are the building blocks of RNA.
Well, RNA, DNA. Was it Brenda that had the...
Yeah, Brenda. Is he like Brenda?
Yeah, it's similar to Brenda's comment on DNA. Yep.
Son of an astronaut. Unbelievable.
Was in his man, yes.
Sean Little G, responding to the question, is a rocket matter? I'm not sure. If maybe someone on the panel can answer.
Yep.
Number 50, Brenda again. Dog bones are clocks.
Yeah, I remember her making the thumbnail for that one. Really cute.
See, that lady's special, no matter what anybody else says.
Lady?
No matter what anybody else says. That lady's special.
She's not a lady. Objection, Your Honor.
Yeah, you betcha.
He's a lady.
Yeah, yeah. All right, the last 10. From making another appearance, Bob, the pseudoscience fallacy guy. There are no independent or dependent variables in the scientific method.
Okay, then.
Wow.
Paid NASA shill with a play on Craig's statement of with hands in front of your face. Put your hand in front of your face. You see it? That's space-time. Now, if we combine these two, right? And deduce, because Craig said if you put your hand up in front of your face, it's really not your hand. And paid NASA shill says if you put that same hand in front of your face and if you see it, that's space-time. What do we got?
A face palm.
Yeah, but hold up. But Brenda fucks that all up because she says that what was it? The hole in the donut is space time.
So your hand in front of your face is a donut.
It's just a face palm, right? I mean, what happens when it's a face palm then? Is it then not physical? You don't touch your face because it's out of time frame?
Well, apparently you can't face palm because your face isn't actually where it is, so it's always refracted, so you can't actually hit your face.
Right.
Exactly. These people say that they face palm with every flat earther they speak, right? So that must be like theoretical instead of physical.
I'll save you. Somebody hold paid NASA shill's beer. Professor P.Z. Myers. Human beings are fish.
Also a professor. Unbelievable.
Brenda making another appearance. Objects cast shadows on themselves.
See, profound again. Just sit and meditate on that for maybe 12 to 14 hours.
Yeah, and then you go to a padded wall place. You go to a padded wall like room, right?
Probably the best place for it, yeah.
Moving on, 55, George, and not going to work here anymore. The stars in the UK rise in the east. They swing through the south and set in the west. In Australia, the stars rise in the east. They swing through the north and set in the west. They're rotating in opposite directions.
What's the swinging part?
When you'd like to know, you little vixen.
I think that he's referring to that song. Would you like to swing on a star?
Oh, that was good.
Oh.
The rumpus number 56. The lens of the human eye is concave.
Unbelievable.
Not to be outdone, the rumpus again. Gases are solids.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
John, that's seriously right. So, people are listening. Somebody, you're in debate. You're good at debate. Somebody says to you, "That's high as esteem as the rumpus." Hey, look. In rebuttal to a perfectly salient point you've just made. But gases are solids. Generally, what do you do at that point?
Laugh.
I know what you do, actually. Fair enough. But what would you advise to do?
Get into the padded room.
Genuinely, how do you deal with that? What have you got to do? And this is the crap we have to put up with, isn't it? And that is basically the best exemplar of the stuff we're coming up with. This is what we're being presented with. Gases are solids.
I don't have to do very much. I would say it again and then have him repeat it to confirm and then leave it. I don't have to do anything there. So, Hillbilly Blue Balls, the redneck retard, again, Blue Marble Science, a.k.a. the photosynthetic redneck, a.k.a. Mr. Gumby Football Field. Gas molecules are moving in all different directions, but they're also moving in one singular mass in one direction. Bearded Devil, many words mean the same thing. That's why we call them similes. So now that we're done with that little bit of education. And rounding out all 60 of them, we got Gamma Gem Panda, Gamma What is it? Shamalamagam Panda Ding Dong. How can I be begging the question? In fact, I wasn't even asking a question.
That's cute.
That's got to be the all-time classic.
Yeah. That's Gem Panda all over. Let me
On ladies'
finish.
night.
Neil Rumpus, you Betty. Go ahead, do it.
I said, let me finish. I didn't even get a question out. How can I be begging the question?
That's a title for a Noel Coward play or something.
Yeah, we got a nice bunch, but most of them we don't interact with anymore, right? Most of these people are like disappeared.
They've ran off, Betty. Brenda, we've talked about. I saw her appearing on Orwin's, mate. Jim Bob. So he's got a phone, so she started appearing up there, out in this same kind of nonsense. Professor Dave, who didn't make the list, because he's not a real professor. At least he admits that, Phil. Hey, Professor Dave, I've seen him popping up on Christian channels and some kind of what is it? Kind of scriptural channels as well, just scholarly stuff, popping up there, getting into the heads of people that have left Christianity and just reaffirming this new religion of science to them and attacking flat Earth as some kind of first guru that's come against us and beat us all. And this is the interesting thing. This is why they've disappeared. They have took a beating and ran, but if you go to these other forums, you'll see them there claiming they've done us all ends up.
So they've kind of moved on, huh? To the more naive, maybe, people?
Yes, is the honest answer. That's what they're dealing with. People that are looking for a new paradigm. That's where I saw Professor Dave. He's picking up drags. And I used to be part of a Christian church movement, and now I don't believe in the Bible. So I've got to believe in something. So a lot of these I'll have science supporting bits and bobs. So he came on for one of those just to show you that, there you go. Believe in that instead. Believe in a heliocentric model.
Vega,
Yeah.
super chat.
Yeah, I'm going to read those. I got two of them. One from Unitox Vemu, and he says the elevation of or height of mountains and other objects is recorded as part of topography. It's usually recorded in reference to sea level, he says.
It's usually, no, it always is. But thanks, Unitox Femo, appreciate it.
And another one from him, he says infrared light produce more refraction, globe master.
Globe,
Right.
more refraction. Globe, who's the globe master?
I have no idea.
Thanks for the super chats. Appreciate it, guys. Actually, my wife appreciates it, especially now since I've kind of, well, we won't get into that.
You got some balls in your hands, huh?
Yeah, my mission, my archery mission, which, hold on, just relax.
How can I?
My archery mission, which it actually began in September when I picked up that bow upside down and backwards, is actually when it started. But more or less, it officially started in October of last year. My vision has come to just about completion on the equipment that I need. And it came to completion yesterday. Now, it's not everything that I'm going to spend on it, but the big stuff is come to an end. That's what I'm trying to say. I know everyone was concerned about this. I thought I'd bring it up.
The big stuff.
Have you settled on the right hat for it yet?
Hat.
Yeah.
I've been wearing the same
Especially
hat.
from side profile. Orthographic view.
I've been
How are you
wearing
going to look?
I've been
You
wearing.
know how sexy the beast
Oh
looks,
God. You asked me about the stupid hat. I've been wearing the same hat, technically speaking, for about 5-6 years now. I put it in the washer every now and again. It doesn't have any stench about it, so don't be concerned. So, what play did you have here, Adam? Please, pray tell.
You're saying you've got the full ensemble. So I was just thinking, well, what else do you need? You'd already figured out the other week that you're going to wear lederhosen to prevent from the tick. So I'm just thinking, above that, what's next?
No, I ain't got lederhosen. I forgot to tell everyone. I did get chiggers and then poison ivy on top of that, which has been a real invigorating experience up to this point. So I got Insecticide socks.
Sounds American for lederhosen.
It's not lederhosen.
Stay out in the woods.
Yeah, Insecticide, what they got is these socks that are treated with permethrin. And permethrin is sort of anti-tick, anti-chigger. It's now the chemical is impregnated into the socks, so it stays there permanently.
Yeah, for a couple of washings.
Nope, you can wash them, machine wash, and no problems.
Yeah, I read the description and it says a couple of washings, maybe a dozen, and then it wears out.
No, it doesn't. I already checked it.
Yeah, it does.
It's not water soluble.
It is.
It is not. So the next question is how much they cost. Well, one pair of socks costs $15. So yeah. Just in case you guys are wondering, I know we're getting off topic. I just wanted to state that because of the super chats. They're going to a good cause. I need it. But
I got another one for you.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Unitox Family says Glassmaster is spinning monkey space.
Spinning monkey space? The hell?
What?
So let me let me go ahead and read it because I think Betty butchered it. Globemaster is spinning monkey space philosopher.
Yeah. Well, what did I go wrong?
Philosopher? I didn't hear. Maybe you said it, but I didn't. It didn't come across.
Me.
It didn't come. The philosopher didn't come across.
Yeah, because you rumped me.
No, I didn't. I let you go.
No, you didn't, because I was saying it while you were rumpusing me.
Let's rewind it, and I'll tell you right now.
Oh, go on.
It could have been me. I had a reaction to John's head lice socks. Permethrin is what you use in the UK for getting rid of head lice in kids.
Yep.
Head lice socks.
Head lice socks. Thanks, Adam. Thanks. Appreciate it.
You two carry on arguing then.
Nah, we can do that after the show.
Probably not.
So what we're going to do is, because I titled the show specifically about Andrew Thomas Young and how he's going to go supernova, I did want to get to that. Sometimes there's a problem because there's so much I have so much substance that sometimes we don't get to the actual topic. But in this particular case, I'm going to force the issue. How about that? Yeah? No?
I'm bracing.
Ah, you're bracing. Okay, this all came about this morning after I woke up really late and popped on Nathan's show. It already taped. And this, I think, 10th Man popped this slide up right here. It says calculating atmospheric refraction. And this is from Andrew Thomas Young. Now, I've read this many different times. I think I even got it cited somewhere. But I digress. Anyway, they were going over this, but nobody brought up the 3 elephants in the room. And I was like, what the hell is going on out there? You know, guys, you're supposed to actually spit the toothpaste out. All right. So we're going to take a look at this and see this utter nonsensical buffoonery from an adjunct professor at San Diego State University, and we're going to make him and his fairy tale refraction go supernova. And it's going to be so easy, right? You guys are going to love this. So essentially, this is more or less my terrestrial refraction presentation in a more bite-sized version, but it's definitely got teeth. So I'm going to read this, right? And then we'll circle back and go over the principles. So here we go. It's even copyrighted. Andrew Thomas Young. All the discussion above deals with, calculating atmospheric refraction. So, all the discussion above deals with plane surfaces, but the Earth isn't flat. To deal with refraction in a curved atmosphere, we have to introduce some geometrical considerations, which have been put on a separate page. Likewise, the atmosphere doesn't contain separate layers of different refractive index. The ray bending produced by a continuous distribution of density is discussed on another page. So these two sentences, that's all I need. You guys aren't going to believe it. You see how I highlighted these, right? Let's go through them quickly. Number one, curved atmosphere. Letter A, atmosphere is a contradiction in terms. We've gone over this several thousand times. Gases don't curve. Andrew Thomas Young and anyone who parrots this utter buffoonery would fail first grade intro to gas behavior. Literally. I bring you Christy Bodak, Southwestern University. Grade level. I will use this lesson with the first grade class. If an object is in a gaseous state of matter, it will not have a definite shape or a definite volume. So right here, the whole fairy tale is kablooied. But we're not going to stop here, right? A little affirmation on this, if you're sure Christy Bodak doesn't know what she's talking about on a simple topic that we all know. From Chem Liber text, like liquids, gases have no definite shape. But unlike solids and liquids, gases have no definite volume either. Boy, we could go on and on about that last statement, but I won't. We just want to focus on this one. Right? You can't have a curved atmosphere. You can't have it. It's a contradiction. It's a paradox. Right there, it's dead. But like I said, we ain't going to stop there. Number two, from the highlights above, even given the paradoxical curved atmosphere, even given that to him, we're going to give him the paradox. Andrew Thomas Young admits the paradox doesn't contain separate layers of different refractive index. He just comes out and says it, right? If you don't have layers of different refractive index, Andrew, for light to pass through, then you don't have refraction! God! Unbelievable. I can't make this up. Number three, rays don't exist. Andrew Thomas Young admits as much in this source. Listen closely. The simplest solution to the horizontal ray paradox, we got another paradox here, is to remind ourselves that rays are an unrealistic mental construct. In reality, we always have a beam of light. Infinitely narrow rays don't really exist. In the diagrams below, again from Andrew Thomas Young, different citation, in the diagrams below, heavy lines represent rays of light. If you're not familiar with this conceptual fiction, please check the optics for beginners page before continuing here. Need I say more? Questions, comments, concerns?
That's my favourite. You know that.
Yes,
When
I
you
know.
pulled that quote. You know, sometimes, like, if you're being an accountant, you balance the ledger, don't you? And you can put something to rest. And it's the bit that, to me, and this guy is the baller's guru. So for him to come out and state that even if we've got different density gradients, we've not got a variance in refractive index. That, forget the rays, you know, rays are imaginary. That's the bit that they clung on to and claimed. But that's their guru telling no, that doesn't happen. It's the same medium. You're not getting a refractive index, even if you've got a gradient. Yeah, love that. That put that to bed for me in terms of 7/6R and all of the supposed claims. And it's a really good one to use as a rebuttal when that comes up, because that is what they're claiming. Outside of the bendy air and bendy gradients, you know, their guru says that no, that doesn't happen in the air.
All taken using his words. It's just 2 sentences, folks. All I did was take these 2 sentences right here and systematically deconstruct them. That's all I did. Yeah. Can you believe somebody stated these 2 sentences that is a globetard and considers himself, he is an adjunct professor at San Diego State University, folks, this guy. And he has the hubris to state these 2 sentences? I'm speechless.
The title, I nearly interrupted the second you started speaking, and I felt better off it, obviously.
I was shocked that you didn't.
That says it all. Calculating atmospheric refraction, not measuring it. Just making it up based on a pre-assumption that the surface you've got is curving away at 8 inches per mile. This is what all this shenanigans deals with. Because in reality, is he makes in statements of fact from his experience. None of the stuff that the ballers claim has to happen actually happens. That's why I love that statement in terms of there is no refractive index.
Now, stating that, you know, curved atmosphere, we understand that that's a belly laugher. You know, disregarding that for a moment, I want to direct everyone's attention to the second sentence. Likewise, the atmosphere doesn't contain separate layers of different refractive index. Then how do you get refraction then? Go ahead.
That's the destroyer, isn't it?
Yeah.
It just you can even let it bend. All right, it can bend, but it still ain't doing that, is it?
Nope.
Even if you've got your bendy, curvy atmosphere.
Let this sink in, folks. This second statement, I might have to put that in. We might have to go to number 61. Even we disregard the curved atmosphere or the ray. See, he says the ray bending up there, and then in another citation, another source talks about how rays don't exist. Even disregarding those 2, just that sentence right there. Likewise, I'm going to say it again. Likewise, the atmosphere doesn't contain separate layers of different refractive index. That's you need that to have refraction to exist. I'm not speechless too many times, but this one, I just leave it where it lays. I don't have to do anything. The tangled webs we weave.
Almost as devastating as the Pope coming out and saying that there's probably aliens. point being, it's their guru just denying the whole tenet of their religion. There. Why does it look flat? Because the 7/6R refraction is caused by the atmosphere.
Well, how can you have refraction when there doesn't contain separate layers of different refractive index?
Like I said, it's like the Pope saying there's aliens. Completely contrary to the whole doctrine that they've been preaching.
Questions, comments? Betty, you still out there?
Yeah.
You haven't rumpus me in at least 5-6 minutes.
Wow. Must be a record.
Yeah, that's the same thing I was thinking.
I need to shout out the Superchat, but I don't know how that name is pronounced.
1 second.
It's from Matthew Eastman. He says, "Hi, Andrzej."
And
Andrew or something. Or Andres. But if I get the Z.
And yeah, gotcha. Thanks,
Or
Matthew.
it is a compilation of Dr. Zaze or something.
Chocolate. Where'd Chocolate go?
Yeah, he said that his telephone died in the chat.
Oh, got you. Okay. So there you go, folks. Professor Andrew Thomas Young just went supernova. He did it all by himself. He didn't need my help. It's in print.
Well, we are made of sun dust or star dust, they say.
Oh, you watch How the Universe Works too from the Discovery Channel with Lawrence Krauss about 10 years ago also.
Yeah, just for fun. Like comedy club, right?
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you, folks. How much more do I need to show you? I suppose that's rhetorical.
How much do you want to show?
I want to show it all, baby.
Yeah, your socks and all.
My Insecta shield. I need to get a refractor shield.
Watch those curves, man. Watch those curves.
I always do.
Well, I think this is the epitome of the show.
Yeah. I can't. That's a auditory gag. So I can, from Steve McClown of the Clan McClowns, please continue. Tell them what they did. Try to explain it.
Epitome? I don't know in what respect he was using it again, but it was kind of funny.
Well, it was Steve McClown of the Clan McClowns. He was reading the chat, and somebody says, with the subject, yes, that's the epitome, but they wrote it in chat, right? They didn't say it. So Steve's going through the chat, reading the messages, and he comes up on epitome, and he says epitome.
Yeah. He must have never come across that word, I think.
I always think, try it with a French accent. Don't say it like you're from a council estate. Epitome. Epitome.
Epitome.
Yeah, give it a nuance so it sounds like you know what you're talking about. Like with drug names. Say it quick, say it fast, say it proud, and you might get away with it. If you stutter on something, you're always going to get
It sounds like Marissa Tomei.
Yeah. Like you did, Adam, with, what was it?
Luminiferous.
No, I stumbled like a fool over that one. Minute.
It's fast, but it didn't work.
It was so funny that Betty and I were talking just the other day, and I said, hold on, I'll go retrieve it.
It took us all night.
We nearly pissed ourselves laughing.
Luminiferous.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
You can laugh. It's needed to propagate light waves. Better than make all you like.
Sound waves?
How else is light going to propagate as a wave if you've not got a medium for it to propagate in?
Well, bro, you know I'm the flat earther, man. I don't discuss this one. Not going to work.
Next he's going to a Bible verse, John, and then you have to mute him. We got another super chat from Flat Earth Travolta. It says, space is a lie. Space is a lie.
Vacuum of space. Thanks for the super chat. It's the vacuum of space. Be very specific here, because if you just say space is a lie, you're going to lose like 99% even of the numpties. Or not the numpties, but 99% of the people that are listening, that are the silent masses. If you say that, they're going to say that you're batshit crazy. They might dismiss the whole topic, right? And just say flat earthers are crazy. So try to be hyper specific with this. The vacuum of space is a lie. Now, does that make their outer space a total lie? Yes. But what I'm saying is try to be very specific with that claim. Got it?
Yep. But thanks for the super chat.
Yes. Thank you for the super chat. Yep. I need it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you.
These Canadian dollars. You get all kinds of money things, right?
All kinds
dollars, Canadian dollars, pounds, whatever. Yeah.
All right. Well, you saved yourself with all kind of money things. Angle of elevation. All right. What else do we got? That was a lot. I got so much. I got this subject. I got it coming out my ears.
Somebody says epitome sounds like a gravestone marker. Epitome. Tomb.
I nearly fell off the chair laughing at that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I think we hit that epitome moment. Don't you think?
Do you think we hit the epitome?
Yeah.
You want to go?
If everyone starts talking about waves of light, then I think that's
about it. You want to wrap things up?
Yeah. I can get myself a cup of coffee.
Let's wrap it up. Since we only got a couple people, some more people arrived. Do you want to go down the list?
You do want to go down the list?
Let's see who's on the list, and I'll tell you if I want to go down it. I don't know these guys. I know R. Duncan. I think I know R. Duncan. R. Question Duncan.
He was here first, so let's
Yo.
What's up?
Hello.
Not much. Just checking in. Just keep up the good work. And my brain's pretty fried, so no questions today, but maybe next time.
It's questions, concerns, or comments.
Again, brain pretty fried, but keep up the good work.
So
thanks, guys.
You're saying the brain pretty fried covers all three: questions, comments, concerns?
Yes.
Thank you very much. So hit the no. Why don't you guys come up with just names that can be pronounced?
I got you muted. Number.
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
Why do you pick a name that
That's
can be pronounced?
because it's actually my own name backwards.
All right. Funny.
Yeah, so it's Redmond. You know what I mean? So there you go, the number.
Wait.
Okay.
Cool.
So did you listen to the show? Did you hear it all?
No, didn't listen to it. Just jumping in, just seeing what the chat was about. I usually do listen, but I didn't catch it today.
Is your brain fried?
Not so much. I did smoke a doobie or two, but I don't know. I'm all right.
He's fried.
Fried toast.
Well, good of you to stop by and listen to the whole show, because we have a lot of numpty expressions from people.
There's
really
cowbell everywhere with the show.
Cowbell.
Cowbell, baby.
You think?
Bell baby.
Yeah, there is cowbell. I got so much cowbell squared.
Yeah, 60 lines of them.
It was littered with comedy, but the cowbell was at the end. That last presentation, John, the A.T. Young stuff. That's the cowbell. Like I said, for me, that's a box ticking, filing, job done with that subject. If ever it comes up, that's the one that kills it. It absolutely destroys them.
Yes, and it happens quick.
Hmm.
Did you like the conciseness of it?
It's beautiful because it goes to the fundamentals of so many claims, so many other arguments, and it destroys it. You can take it to the black swan, can't you? You know, you take it to a sexton.
Is that?
Do I hear? Quite useful.
Do I hear Tweety birds in the background?
Yeah, it's evening. Bird song.
Too funny.
Why, Betty? Why would that?
A lot of money to have that piped in. I'm glad you noticed it.
Why, Betty? Why would that proffer a snicker?
It's an inside joke. Let's keep it at that.
All right, let's keep it there. Adam, final thoughts, questions, comments, concerns, channel, anything you're doing coming up. We do have, just before Adam goes, because I'm going to let Betty carry us out, that BALLBUSTERS on Saturday will be the science presentation. I think it's part 4, if I'm not mistaken. So stay tuned this Saturday at 2 p.m. U.S. Central, 8 p.m. UK. So, Adam, go ahead.
Well, no, I mean, I really enjoyed the show. It's good to go, and it's old stuff again. This stuff's been there for a while, but like I said, the cowbell's at the end, and I won't reiterate it. There is something I'd like to promote. It's another flat Earth. Well, it's not just flat Earth this time. I think they're promoting a lot of stuff. I think I won't mention the topics; they're in the media enough. A full range of kind of as conspiracy theorists, ranging from flat Earth to 9/11 and many other things. It's kind of trying to be a bit more broad-reaching. So we've got this UK tour, and I'll probably mention it again next week. But I'm leading up to it. It starts on Monday, the 11th of July, finishes on the 22nd. They're going to be going through a number of cities: Plymouth, Bath, Cardiff, Gloucester, Birmingham, Cambridge, Norwich, and mighty Nottingham, which is now a Premier League city, I'd like to add. Hull, Leeds, and finishing up in Preston. I'm going to be there, certainly for the Nottingham one. I'm going to try get a few others and see if maybe we can get Nathan to the Birmingham and maybe Tony to Preston or whatever, and just see if people fancy turning up. And I'm doing a little... We've been on the tours before. We often have like banners, you know, just trying to impart information on. What I'm working on right now, it's going to have, with your permission, the Globe Terminator web address, your YouTube, Nathan's YouTube, but basically the flat Earth debate, housekeeping questions. So
yeah,
I think they're about 9 now. I find they're great. If you are meeting people on the street, they're great. They're not shouting flat Earth. They're just asking for an explanation to these things. So they're great ways of discussing. So if I just give a shout out, and I said I will repeat this over the next few weeks. It's kicking off soon. And so that's the next Globe Live UK tour, starting on the 11th of July.
Sweet.
Cheers, mate.
Sweet. I didn't know about that. And yes, you can use anything you want from me. I could care. Yeah. In fact, I want you to.
So I spoke to Nathan today about it. I've not had a chance. It's just I've only just found out last week, so I've tried to put a bit of a plan together. So once I've got the artwork together, I'll give you a shout. And as always, I'll expect an amendment.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Betty,
Yeah.
Take us home.
Take you home, huh? Oh, the guy that posted the super chat said the vacuum of space is a lie. Does not fit the song, but yes, QE, fair point. With
Yep.
the whole thing with the space, right? Vacuum of
Yes.
space.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, well, I think I was kind of like surprised with the whole numpty expressions of people, right? It's good to review them from time to time. It was a long time that I've heard them, and some of them really cracked me up, really. And also remember the time when we were sort of spoken, and it was sort of reverberating through the ether.
Thanks. Permeating.
Permeating. Okay. Well, and it was kind of nice.
It's
to see.
masticating through the ether.
Yeah, well, you could see it pop up everywhere and people making fun of it. And it was cute. I mean, yeah. It's
Yes.
sort of like calmed down. Back in the day, we were in like stormy weather the whole time, and now it seems to be like smooth sailing almost. It seems.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
pun intended with the sextant. Yeah, because it's all over with. Now it's like
Yeah.
dancing on the graves and it's whack-a-mole.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And, guess what we forgot?
To shout out the Patreons.
Yeah, I was going to make up the list and I didn't do it. And noticed how I said we?
Yeah, I know. But you know that, right?
I tried to slip that one in there. It's my fault. I looked at it early this morning and I said, all right, I'm going to print the list out. And I didn't do it. So
But you had them on the top of your screen, right?
yes, I do. But we wanted to specifically shout each one of them out. It's not that I don't appreciate you guys. You know I do. I just I just forgot. Right.
Yeah, the heat got to you, right?
Yeah, the substance. It was so much substance it got to me.
Mm.
All right, is that it? We'll get. I promise you, next Tuesday we're gonna get you guys. All right. I guarantee it. So
Well, you can also do Ballbusters, right? Why wait?
well, I could do it on Ballbusters, but I'd rather do it on QE Live.
It's more your show, and the other one's more combined with Nathan, huh?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, makes sense.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, this is it.
That's it. Is that it?
Yeah.
All right, folks, that's it. You heard her say it. So I hope you got a lot out of it. A few laughs in the front. It wasn't planned. It was just something that happened spontaneously. Hope you enjoyed they're basically short sentence numpty clips. And don't forget, by the way, don't forget about those numpty clips. I listened the other day. I went back and I went through and listened. It was like for a day and a half. And I listened to all of them. I was rolling. So don't forget about them. Go to the numpty clips. Go to the playlist and go to the numpty clips. And you won't be disappointed. Get ready. Get the popcorn. Because they're preposterous. About as preposterous as those 60 claims that we had earlier. It's the same genre. Right? So, hope you got a lot out. Andrew Thomas Young, don't hesitate to use that if those numpties bring up refraction. Oh my. Right? I can't put it any more concise. It's a married bachelor, a train wreck of epic proportions. So, hang in there, guys. Like I said, we'll see you on Saturday at Ballbusters, and it'll be a continuation of the science presentation. So take it easy out there. I'm out.
Horizon that we're saying is not physical. It's
No,
refracting.
nothing. You right. Hold your hand out in front of you. Is that your physical hand you're seeing?
Correct.
No, it's not. Hold your hand out in front of you. Is that your physical hand you're seeing?
Correct.
No, it's not. Hold your hand out in front of you. Is that your physical hand you're seeing?
Correct.
No, it's not.